Damn, feeling lucky. How about most streets? Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my phone CoinEx. So I can't stop, I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said was you. Turn and eat your greens. When you fight, but you do be clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. It's everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I've had the same please. The shops to the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centerpiece? Where we gonna go? You're gonna need these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boo. Sneaking up on you, there's nothing you can do. There's things about the boom. I lose control when you do it like that. Thank God you love when I go mad. Got you at the perfect time. I was watching it. You know what you want to do, but I can never be.
That sounds like cowbell. I love cowbell. If you don't have cowbell in your life, well, you don't have much of a life. I hate to say it, but the secret to life actually turns out to be nothing more than just a little cowbell. When you're having those days and you feel down and you need that little pick-me-up, nothing like a little cowbell just to say, you're doing okay. Add a little cowbell to your life. Some say it's better than lemon water. Is it better than vodka? Some say you can fill quite a bit of vodka into a cowbell. Don't ever neglect the potential of the cowbell. In fact, you've never had a shot until you've had it out of a cowbell. The old cowbell shot. What the hell is this guy talking about? I thought this was a crypto show.
Harold, what are you watching over there?
It's a crypto show, Murray.
It don't look like a crypto show to me.
Thanks a lot, Road Dog. Just sleeping on the couch tonight. I love that cowbell.
Is it time to go?
seems dark in here. Oh no, don't say. It appears. Oh, right. That's why she's dark. Excuse me just a moment, if you will. There we go. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. My name is Lane. We're taking a look at the charts, looking at Bitcoin getting up there past 65,000. Now, we looked at this guy back here. This is where it all started, this little guy, and I believe we took a measured move, if I'm not mistaken, from that guy. Else, I have no clue how to explain this thing, but we went from tops to bottoms. And we did it the Bukowski way. That was from this top to this little wiggly bottom. Just to get the whole brunt of this move. This possible 3 rising valleys that we looked at back here. If you're a pattern thing or not. Either way, you got this channel idea, which doesn't quite have the extent of the measure move, but you would have got gosh darn close. But when you take that guy and put it to the breakout area, it takes us up to here. And we marked that little guy, and actually by this is not hit. So I came on fully here to say nailed it, but I guess by technicality, maybe we haven't nailed it just yet. I'll give you that. All right, we'll hold off on the braggadociousness, but we're going to adjust this little tweak. Oh, look. Oh my God. Look at that. When you adjusted it, you cheated. You might, no, for real. It just did that. I'm just amazed. I'm not going to say, I'm just, look, if you get picky, that's always been my argument, man. If you just kind of get a little picky and do things like what Thomas Bukowski says over here, kind of look at things the way he looks at things. I'm just saying, this kind of stuff oh man, you just screwed up, bro, dog. You just erased your channel. You erased your thing. We got it back. But if you do things the way that he suggests, then you get kind of results like that. That's what I got to say. So here we are. We got it back up and running. Let me go over that in case you didn't see it. These white lines right here. Or no, I'm sorry. Not the white lines. That was from... It actually extends for the 3 rising values pattern. You take the whole length from any wick to a wick area, and that's what we did, and put it right there at the breakout. Right on top of this red line, which, if you can see this, a lot of people look at that and so it's a shoulder, head and shoulders, but if you notice, we got a valley and it rises and it rises, and these have just a slight different measure move, which by Thomas Bukowski's own rules play out perfectly right here before us. And boom. So is it over now? It means we're coming into an area where Bitcoin can get rejected, but we've also got some other cool things going on with Bitcoin here. That was on the 1 hour chart. Let's get away from this guy. Target is reached. Darn it, I would picture that one and everything else, but we kind of did that one live to adjust it. Not taking credit. Look for this though. We got a new kind of channel formation here in these green lines, and we're kind of breaking from that. So I'm looking for one of two things. Either we start to roll over here. Maybe we can make it up to our 618 Fibonacci area, about 66,800-ish. 66,744 is what I got on this particular chart. And maybe get hit and roll over, or are we getting ready to go for a parabolic move? Either one of those two options are on the table. Moving averages say, woo, baby. I like the way it's shaping up. May not be parabolic move time just yet, though. Hard to say right now. But we're on the 1 hour, and of course it would be the bigger time frames that kind of give us a better clue at what's going on. And might I recommend we come and take a look at some bigger time frames. Let me get to a chart that's not all cluttered as much. I really need some more Bitcoin charts or a rate. Oh, this one's fairly good. I like this one. I like this one. This one's got my main thesis is basically on it. Because I was following this trend line and we broke back into it, so yay, me like that. I'm going to get rid of all these lines down here because, well, those things that was in the past. move some of this stuff so we can see what's going on. Look, we can see. Now on the weekly, we got something interesting happening here with the moving averages, which kind of affects momentum just a little bit on the bigger time scale. And that is where price is below the non-moving average. Non-moving average also crossed bearishly over the 21. Right now we're coming up for a retest of that area. Are we going to keep on going? Oh, we keep going on to the upside? Maybe. Looking over here, eyeballing this cloud area. She's kind of thick and sexy, saying, "Come on, baby, rest your head in my big bosoms down here." And we're saying, "No, baby, I'm good. We want to go this way, not. I don't want to go down there. I want to go up this way." And, bad analogy, I know. But anyway, we're not close to it for us to drag her into it, so we got a little play around room here, right? Keep an eye on that kind of idea. Looking at my indicators here on the weekly. Ooh, baby, look what happened. On this little market side for this wave thing that's coming down, look, she turning around. She flip-flopped. She went the other way. She made this little little edge right here, if you can see it. I'm coloring over it. Now, when that confirms, there should be a little red or a little green dot that pops up there, giving us a good go-ahead on a weekly. So we're waiting for it, yeah, like this. We're right here on this. So we're getting ready to do something like this over this. Well, we're still fresh in the week here, so we got some time. We got money flow deep in the green here, and she's actually tilting up a little bit on the weekly. That's always good. That means that anything bullish we got going on right now should kind of remain bullish. Anything bearish probably won't play out that well. So if you're shorting, yeah, I try not to short when money flows in the green. I'm just saying. But to each his own, and some people have different skill levels. It might work out excellent for that. Basically, in a nutshell, everything here on the weekly on Market Cipher is starting to point toward the upside, and that's good. Most noticeably, the stochastics, that's the little gas pedal that we're stepping on, giving us the little boost up right now. That kind of flipped over on July 8th, officially right here. So we got that going for us. I like that on the weekly. So daily, all this other stuff. Look at Bitcoin on the daily. What's going on here? What is going on here? Might I drag your attention over here, sirs, where the 9 moving average has crossed bullishly. A jolly good ride over that 200 moving average. Why, it even took out the 21 moving average in the process. That's pretty good. We like that. It's even more impressive that she got above the 250 moving average over here on the daily. Now, if we can hold a candle over here and open it and close it, things are looking good. Otherwise, well, this red cloud could go either way. No bueno. The balloon will not float too higher to the sky, though, because the 50 has crossed that 100. That's a smaller moving average crossing a higher one, meaning it's just got a little lead in that balloon, little sandbag there on that balloon. They ain't going to go up as high. That's basically what I get out of this. Look at the annotated version tonight. The illustrated, picturesque version of TA tonight. Are you going to spout some poetry? Well, this little candle went to the market. I like what I'm seeing here, man. I do. I like what I'm seeing here on Bitcoin. Let's take a fib and see if it passes the fib test, because, you know, oh, she's passing that fib test. This is a strong move. When we see them move, we was playing around with getting rejected here, right? So all that stuff I said about those moving averages and sandbag and everything, yeah, it's true, but she can still, you know, I'm looking up here at 68,000. I said it, 68. I'm saying we got a good chance to go to 68. Tis what the daily is a telling me. 68.030 to be exact over here on KuCoin. We're going to mark that little guy. Are your bags a pumping? Are you excited? Are you seeing altcoins kind of pump a little bit? Are you seeing the turnaround that we seem to possibly be confirming with a bump above the 618 for this leg? That's a good sign. We need to hold it. it could easily turn out just to be a wick and we come start down. So we're not out of the woods yet. We can't say, oh man, to the moon we go. We're never going back. Because we could go back, y'all. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. We could always go back. There's movers and shakers in this market, and they know how to do things. They know how to move it and to shake it. In Wyckoff theory, that's called the composite man. Unlike composite man, this would have been so much smoother if you'd planned and knew which one that had it, Road Dog. Plan these things out. Here we go, Wyckoff. Shut up, man. So Wyckoff theory has, calls it the opposition is the composite man. That little smart investor is always betting against you. It's almost a conspiracy type thing, but it's like you feel like people bet against you sometimes in the market, or it's the market makers fall into the composite man idea perfectly. And actually, if you look at it that way, that's a good way. The market makers are the one that fill all the gaps between all the people that decide, well, I only want to sell my Bitcoin at 71,000. Well, I don't want to sell. I got a lot. I want to sell here at 68. Well, I need to sell it here so I can at least get out and profit from the last time when I bought to. You got all different reasons, but our market, orders are stacked up in different places. Buy order, sell orders. It's the market maker's job to carry current price up to those areas. You might see some of the gurus out there using Bookmap. It's an order block, order book type thing. If you're looking on your exchanges, a lot of times you will have something equivalent to that. Look like two little mountains on each side with all the orders there. You can gauge how many orders at certain levels. That's good. Bookmap, not saying anything about it. Some people even use that for their targets and then just paint little triangles, just any path to get there for the rest of their TA. Wherever there's liquidity, as they call it, where there's a bunch of orders sitting there, a bunch of money just waiting for a bunch of sell orders, buy orders. Market makers going to help get the price up there as best that they can, and they're going to make some money in the process. They love to do the little short squeezes, the little market dumps, however you want to look at that, long squeezes. But right now, reaching the areas that we've put out here for it to reach, these target areas 65.5, and man, getting back up here to about 68.3, 68.4, gets back into our little, what would we call this? The zone of, did you forget the term? I think I drawn a brain farted. Or distribution zone. That's what this is. Accumulation zone, distribution zone. Now, if this is a Wyckoff pattern that's going on, or it's not really a pattern, it's a sequence of events, but the way it plays out often does look similar, but they do, look for this spring, a lower low, and all this up thrust and all these little details that they have to say what happened in the market with price action and that last points of support and all this other terms. For me, this is why I like the pattern trading idea, man. You throw this thing, you got into a sideways channel and you got the rules of the channel to go by. And that's what we do. We just divide it up into our little buy zones and sell zones, and it works just fine that way too, without getting into all the jargon of and even when they try to simplify and, well, this is jumping the creek, it's cool. You want to break it down and get nerdy and all that. And some people like it. Some people need that. That's fine. Nothing wrong with it. I like the Wyckoff people. I watch them sometimes just to get a feel of their nerdiness and all this. But it still boils down within my philosophy and what Thomas Bukowski has when he talks about channels and playing a channel idea, playing a range. So, might we come up to 68.5, hopefully. What's this mean for altcoins? Well, altcoins are going up, baby. Look at that. Ooh, right over. Yeah, she bumped up over this line and just wanted to keep on going. I've been looking for a retest of this area so long that I just gave up on it. So long ago. But it looks like we're finally starting to get back up toward that area. I was looking at it way back over here in June, about mid-June, but no, market decided to do what the market wanted to do. Didn't do what Road Dog wanted to do. Didn't even consider my suggestion, and I made that suggestion, and it didn't listen to me, and I'm so hurt by that. But the market doesn't always listen to us, right? The market does what it wants to do, and it decided to dump our asses way down here until January or July 5th, and then we looks like we had a reversal at that time. If only there were signs in the market, there were. And right now, let's take a look at total 3 on the bigger picture over here, because it helps me kind of gauge what altcoins be doing, because they've been going up right now, and I like that. How far will they be going up? Well, hopefully we can get up to about 660 billion. As we get up into these areas over here, though, it's a good time to peel off a little profit and pay yourself. That's one of my new philosophies, is always a paying yourself. We got an area where we could get rejected, though. Oh man, this is a great place to pay yourself. Here is my arguments, dear sirs, why you need to be taking profit in some of those altcoins that are bumping up right now. Even though Bitcoin's making a good run for the border there and going up, doesn't mean that altcoins are going to. I got a 100 moving average, a 50. They're below 200s here. Looks like we're headed for a death cross. Basically, it just means momentum is slowing down here below a 618 Fibonacci. I know it looks good now. We made a higher high. That's cool. But at some point, she's going to have to roll over for a minute, catch her breath, and then get back on the trail. You see what I'm saying? I would say, I would bet that if we go to the tip of this little wick down here, and well, I don't even like that. I'd find some candle bodies over here. We start looking at our candle bodies and draw a trend line there on the, yeah, that looks nice. That would probably give us an idea where we might come down to. So we're looking about coming back down maybe $600 billion. So you're looking at about the 40 billion that we got just came in and made us all happy. We could lose, you know, about 38 billion of that and make us sad again, make us rethink our place in life. And I'm just telling you, if you pay yourself a little bit now, 5%, 10%, 25%, whatever percent that you feel comfortable with in your strategy, I think you'll like life and like crypto a lot better and find some more opportunities that will help you grow in this market instead of just riding the roller coaster up and down, being the yo-yo, playing the yo-yo game, where you'll have some dry powder to deploy at these bottom prices. And everybody says, buy the dip. And everybody's saying, oh, buy the dip. I got nothing enough to buy the dip with. Well, this is your dip buying area right here. And that's been my game plan and what I've been doing. And I've been doing much better executing that out this go around. So I like that. Things are looking nice. How's it going with everybody who's out here with me tonight? Shout out to everybody hanging out with me. Right off the bat, I see Charting Crypto. Give him a shout out. How's it going, CC? Y'all don't know CC. He is another YouTuber. Give him another proper shout out over here. Considering one of my YouTube buds. I haven't seen him very much lately. Of course, I've been busy and I know he's been busy. I guess he's getting out the videos again, man. This dude puts out videos like crazy. How's it going, CC? He's got 30,500 subscribers. 30,500 subscribers. Growing a lot, CC, man. Good job. I likes it. He's got great TA, and go check him out. He live streams. I think he's starting to swing a little bit more toward live streams now. Who else have we got out here? Let's go back to him. We got Joe from Trade Intuition, another YouTuber. It's Dunley Bears. Like give him a shout out here. I think he goes live usually daily about 3 o'clock. He may play around with it sometimes like I do. Sometimes we play around with the time. Joe over here. Great teacher. Just don't know what he's laying down. If you're having problems in the market, man, he can make it make a little bit more sense to you than some of us, you know, that I'm telling you. He breaks it down where you can understand it and goes through the mindset step by step, giving you, he just walks you through it. And when you're watching some people, like some of us that have been in the market a while, there's a lot of things that just, we struggled learning, but we're so used to it that now we don't think about it. So we don't think of to bring up some of these angles or ideas or concepts. We just kind of, you know, oh, I thought everybody knew that, or, you know, oh, I don't know. Well, this little thing only comes up every once in a while. I don't know. It's just, you know, we overlook some things that if you're kind of new or kind of struggling, you may not fully understand. Joe does a great job of really breaking all that stuff down. We had people. Where did the people go? We got Dave P, Sam Webb, Crypto 420. And I lost everybody. What's up? Oh, now we got top chat. It does that on me. Let's come over and see what's going on with everybody over here. There's Mr. Miles. He's first. Dave P says more cowbell. I do have a cowbell. I did get my cricket machine out to do a little Casper label. I don't have the right color for it, I don't think, though. Casper cowbell. If you're not happy, if your life is not going the way that it should go, I think what might be missing from it is just a little cowbell. I mean, you'd just be surprised how just a little cowbell in your life just, I don't know. It makes the world a brighter place somehow. Let's try it. Cowbell. Jordan Crypto says, I want to see everybody do dirty things to that like button. I appreciate you, brother. And there's Rising Sun. True request if you're taking them. Let's roll on with it. Let's get back to crypto. True Fi, I'm taking it, right? Oh, we looked at you before, it seems. What secrets have you to reveal today? Oh, look, she came down and hit her. She went way past the road dog. You suck at calling it. You still got a little bit, though, right? It doesn't nail it every time. Hey. It's not if you nail it on the TA, it's how you play the game, baby. It's how you execute whatever the charts are telling you. That's where the money is made. Don't matter if somebody, hey, look, prize me hit here. And it does. Cool. Did you do anything with it? Did you believe in your TA, your own TA enough? And you're saying, yeah, trust your own TA. So here we go, breaking back into this trend line. I like that we confirmed a candle here on the daily. It says this is ready to rock and roll. I've been concerned about this 50 moving average area. That's about 15.5 cents. It's above the 100 moving average, so that's cool. Still looking at some of these. I got these bigger moving averages on there. Clutter up my screen. Basically, we're good. Got to bounce off this 200 moving average area, the support area from over here as well. Nice. That looks like it constitutes a one of them bull traps. And when it comes to the pattern trading, my philosophy on the bull trap, I love them. I love them because usually you get a big ass strong move coming from that. So I'm going to erase all this crap. Screw it all. Oh man, did you erase indicators and everything? What'd you do? You suck, man. Oh, it's a big ass fib. We're lucky there. All right, so now we got our tops and our bottoms. I can do the little fib magic thing. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. And our 618 comes perfectly there. That's the first place, definitely. Why settle for these little guys in between? Why? They blasted through them before, blasted through it on the downside. Probably blast through it up here. I like 18.43, and I also like this 786 because, well, price seems to like it too sometimes. We got some options. Either we come up to 618 and we get rejected and have to kind of figure things out and bounce around a little while, or maybe we do what Bitcoin's doing and start trying to shoot past it for a little while. And then if we do, then I look for a rejection at the 786. So it's kind of like my little backup target there. Great place to pay yourself, in my personal opinion, on True. From where we are, since we get past that 382 here at 14.6 cents, that's where we're hanging out now, saying I don't know what's going on. And she'll be all right. Once you got past this 236 area right here, accumulation zone, it starts looking better. But I like the 28% up to there just on spot price. Not bad for True. Looks like you can do that. But also remember, since we got the bear trap, man, if she's ready to rock and roll, don't forget where she came from. Because we got this trend line here, and this is our bottom trend line. Don't think she can come up here and hit these areas at 29.30 cents. Oh, that's a doable. That is pretty doable. And a little thing that I do, I have come to very much to learn to respect these angles a lot. Actually, we'll just go with what she's got. And we'll see if we can do that. She can hit sooner. But if she just keeps on this trajectory, yeah, we could be looking somewhere around 31, 32 cents out of this. Sounds crazy, I know, but if you want to get into the futuristic fibs here that we pull, the two that off the bat I would go with. These two guys are right here. The 1.272 and the 113. Where we at? Price point. Your price label. So for a little bit further targets, I like 26.29 cents. Now that to me from this bottom area, 88, 108%. Takes some time to get there, but I think it would be fun. Didn't take too long over here to get there. It took from this bottom to the top. Took it 17 days, or about 16 days, and then it retouched it again. Oh, about another 15, 16 days later, so. Didn't take it too long to get from here to there. About 9 days, so might take a little longer here. Number go up, looks good, I like it. Sam Webb says, I put that like button in the Crippler crossface. Hey, there's Strega. How's it going, Strega? 420th. Well, that's a good number. CC. We do have a good group here. We do have a good group. A lot of them came from Charting Crypto too. I gotta give them a shout out. Charting Crypto is the first YouTuber I think that after he just said, just give me the time of day. I love me some Charting Crypto. I'm telling you, he's got some great TA. He does his things with they're not fib circles, the fib time circles. Is that what they're called? I like that. That's cool. Ryzen says that whoever gifted me a membership, much love to you. I did a membership stream, I think it was the day before yesterday. I need to get ready and get another one going. I like that. Sam Webb says, to the upside. Hey, there's TradeSpot, T3rd. Disclosure Crypto, how's it going? And there's Celindo, XRP, I know. We'll take a look at that. Well, welcome to the fan club. Hey, hey, hey. And could you look at Arweave? Arweave is actually on my list to look at anyway. So yeah, that is one of my big ones to look at tonight. And Crypto Brat says, can we look at Turbo? Turbo's been doing pretty good. All right, let's take a look at XRP. Well, this one's got a circle around it. Must be special. What was it? I've got to zoom out on this one. There's a lot of noise on XRP. Do I got a noisy chart? Was I trying to do something weird over here with these vertical lines? So I got targets, which it obviously just said, screw you, Road Dog. I'm going to 60 cents. So were they relevant? Let's at least ask that. Because most likely they were fib levels. Oh, you didn't even draw a line. You're lazy. You don't even deserve this, Road Dog. All right. There's a line. What'd you get? You haven't nailed it. I've got a target of 60 cents right there. Oh, how did I miss that? And you haven't nailed it. Shut up. Those voices in your head, man. You just got to tell them to shut up. They'll tell you, man. Jump out now. Jump out. Jump in. Buy it. You got to put those voices. If you ever wonder where the angle for the voices on the show is, it's supposed to represent the voices that talk to traders inside their head and the negative self-talk that we all go through. Just in case it didn't click, because I'm a weird one. Everybody don't get me. And that's okay. So I do have a 60-cent target that we've not yet. Will it hit? I hope so. I believe in it, or I wouldn't put it there. But I want to get rid of some of this crap I've got. All right, so trend line here that looks crappy, but that's the best we could do here on this time frame. Nice. That red line, we're breaking up. That's what I was looking for. Come on, baby. It's so noisy, but it looks like we're trying to reclaim this area, so that's cool. Can we do it? We should. Hopefully. Oh, that's cool that she got above the 200 moving average. Trying to close a candle above it. That's good. Just keep in mind all the other moving averages have flipped on the bearish. And this might be a good little bottom here. And they're going to slowly work their way back up and flip bullish. Good start. That's all we can hope for. I'm still looking for 60 cents, but what else can we get? Yeah, see, 618. Why is it not yellow, man? How about 66 cents? Can you believe that? 66 to 68 should be coming into play. I like 68, but the chart says 66. So since it usually does a lot better than my guesses, because that's what I figured out over the years. I used to guess. Found out the charts just kind of tell you, if you ask them the right questions, they'll tell you where things have a tendency to go. It's crazy, but it's true. Seems to work for me. And it might work for you.
Oh, that was poetic.
All right, let's take a look at Arweave or Celinda. Arweave, I've still got 38 on the target there on the map there. It looks like, oh, what's this line here? Is she having trouble getting past there? Would that be one of the problem areas that we had that would have been a good take profit area? I believe so. I did take a little profit there too. She's doing good back at $30. I like that because I remember Arweave being a lot higher, So for some of you guys that don't know, one of my main strategies of this, especially that I'm employing right now, is spot margin, and I'm using CoinEx for that. It's available on KuCoin and Binance and some other places that a lot of us don't have access to. CoinEx has been pretty reasonable lately. You want to, of course, be protecting your privacy whenever you go use that, as any responsible person on the internet should, especially when you're dealing with financial transactions. It's a good idea to use a VPN no matter where you go. It's especially helpful over on CoinEx too, just for that added layer of privacy and that added layer of, hey, you look like somebody that's cool that knows what you're doing. So Arweave at an area where it could potentially get rejected right at the 200 moving average, or she could just keep on rocking on up to $38. Good chance she might roll over just a little bit here. I'm just saying things. The indicators on the 6 hour, and we're on the 6 hour for whatever reason, they're kind of hot. They're kind of tired. If you look at a bigger time frame, it's got another one up here. Let's just do what we should do and go from this high here, or either one. See how they line up. Yeah, that's good. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. That's where we got our levels that we're messing with now. 386 area. But break it down by my strategy. When I pull a swing high to swing low, I've got a 236. Anything below this, I consider this a great place for accumulation, especially if it's on a very large move. I'm trying to figure out an accumulation area, a good little buy zone. And that's what I look for. Something between a 236 area. Once we break past that, well, then we normally start heading to this area. I'm watching. Are you going to get past it, or are you going to hang around here for a little while? She could do either way. It's not really my main top profit place. I usually, wait for her to get back up and start touching these other areas. I just love the 618. That's usually the main one I look for. I tried to ride these little swings using a little trend line strategy, where I'm basically on the whatever time frame that I'm trading on. I just use trend lines. I use twin lines to tell me when to get out of the trade. So when the twin line wakes, I take profit, and I probably might even get out of the trade altogether. I thought I would. Can't even say it. So for instance, on trend line strategies, I'm trading this time frame, or I cheat. I go to other time frames, but I follow this. Ooh, look, break it. Good place to take profits. I don't know. You play it again, play it bigger. But the main trend lines are always there. That's going to be the last line in the sand. So you take profits anywhere before there, but this is the last places you want to take profits, when your main trend lines get broken. That's how I try to play it. It's been working for me. That's just the main basis of my strategy. Arweave looking good on those time frames. Smaller time frame, 1 hour, looking like she's rocking. That curvaceousness going on there. She's got curves. It's doing it. She's ready to go out and party. Higher high here. I like it. Market Cipher's giving her the green lights, get the money flow and all that. So we just got to clear this area. 31, still a good area to pay yourself. Just saying, because you might come down and save you a few dollars. You know, you want to pick a few more back up. I don't know. You use on leverage, what you're doing, throwing some stuff out there. Turbo, meanwhile. Take a look at Turbo on. Okay. Oh, nice. Look at you on the 4 hour. You got up above the 200 moving average. What's wrong with you? Are you doing something illegal? Excuse me, sir. May I see your license and registration, please? Driving a little fast, ain't you? So they call me Turbo. Look at you, man. 4 hour. Ichimoku Cloud says, baby, you think it's on? We're ready. We're going to put some nitrous on this little baby. That's what it's saying. For real, for real. Why? Above the 9? You're looking strong, Turbo. What's up with you? All right, we got a secondary trend line coming right here that she just looks like she confirmed it here. It's coming, yeah, I would say so. If I come down to the 1 hour and look at that, that's made a higher high. Looks like she got a new trajectory going on here, or he, or it, or whatever. Bounce back to a bigger time frame and get rid of some of that noise. I've heard it tell by some that you tell the future by the 1 minute when it crosses the 200, and I laugh because, man, that 1 minute crosses that 200 lots and lots of times, you know, several times a day even. I don't know. The bigger time frames, in my personal opinion, give you the best advice on how to play it. How to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. 0.0054. I will take that bet and raise you $1. I believe it. I believe in your TA. I'll go with that. I'll ride along with you, baby. 0.0054. Let's see if the fib is lying. My fibs don't lie. They're like Shakira's hips. Well, your fibs don't lie. The fibs just don't lie. They just kind of, not in my personal experience, I think they're very honest. I like it for Turbo. We're at 0.0046 and could go to 0.005411. That could for the FOMOer, which is never the best thing to be. But if you are a FOMOer, you might have a chance to make 20% there. While the smart person that was kind of getting into this at the bottoms and all this other stuff, well, that might be celebrating 56%, and that's why they might dump on your butt when we get up there. And you're wondering, why did everybody sell? Because they bought cheaper. That's what FOMO does for you. FOMO. Sometimes you just can't help it. Sometimes you gotta let that little degen have its little run around. Sometimes you gotta look at the bigger picture too. Ooh, look how that 618 is very close to this 382 area for this whole big move. Oh, I like that. So she could bounce here. She might lose some of these main trend lines. I don't know, but I like this area over here, 0.007. I like that a lot. I got me some Turbo. I was thinking, when I'm going to sell Turbo, and I'm like, now I know I'm going to start looking at that area. I like that one. From here we are at the FOMO place, breaking the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. Some people take that as a buy signal. They'll go in. You can. 62% from that area. I still say that the smart people were making their plans way back here. I mean, not the smart people, but the people that would, you know, you can plan that way and buy bottoms instead of buying tops. And if you've got a game plan, you believe it, then you can make more profit, 100%. Just as long as you got a system that makes you money, that's an important thing. And as long as you believe in it and understand it, and wash, rinse, repeat. Pretty good. Sam Webb says XRP. Mr. Miles says, you know what? What's not on his list to look at yet is Casper. Let's take a look at Casper. Mr. Miles probably wants to see it against a Bitcoin, which is a smart idea to do against any coin you got. If you want to know if the coin that you're in is likely to make you a buttload of money, try looking at it against Bitcoin. See how that compares it against Bitcoin. The whole OG idea, reason to get in altcoins anyway, is to accumulate more Bitcoin. If you had that maxi lean, which ironically I do have that Bitcoin slightly maxi lean. I do believe in that. Try to use altcoins to make more Bitcoin. Hadn't been going as great, I gotta tell you, because Bitcoin's been outperforming altcoins for most of this season. Made another note, saw that happen last time too, but next time I'm changing that strategy. I will be heavy in Bitcoin before I ever touch altcoins next time around. That way I have more dry powder with my Bitcoin to put into altcoins. So, are we retesting the trend line? I hope so. Casper of Bitcoin. 9 crossing 21 here on the daily, so she's going to struggle with this a while. Bitcoin's going to have the upper hand for a little bit. Casper against the dollar, though. Nailed it! What did we nail? That's old nailed it. We already took the picture and everything, didn't we? That's a nailed it. I got tired of doing that, so I got me a pointer. And now this guy does it for me, so I don't have to sit there and point. Kind of same thing we do with Elvis.
Been hitting that like button. I just want to say thank you very much.
All right, so Casper, she's zoning out, man. She's in the zone, but she's still above the 9 moving average here on the 4 hour. I like that. I like to look at where we've been. So this stuff is played. There's no reason to keep that on there anymore. See, we got our fib area there. I believe this is a 786. Is that correct? Some people use the magnet too. I just don't. I like that little finesse of control. Let's put these lines over closer so I know that they're... This is new stuff. So it looks like we kind of did that ascending triangle kind of thing. Yay. Those turn into channels, or to, you know, basically channels or rising wedges, however you want to look at it. So chances are probably... Oh no, you erased it all, man. You suck. Draw a big fat white line there. Don't snort it. Put it up here to these candle bodies. And I like that to kind of give me an idea of where we might be going. And let's look. Did you touch my line? Don't touch my line. 19.2 cents. I like that. And we got 18.6 cents coming in at a fib area, 786 area. Nice. Second, nice target area, I find, especially you get past the 618 fib. That's cool. We'll erase those fibs so we can see charts. So we're starting to form a rising channel from the best that I can see here. You might want to start connecting dots and make it a rising wedge if you want to. It could be valid until it breaks up past it and you're like, woohoo! Look at this invert, look at this head and shoulders and all these. Look at the pointies and the roundies and all of that, and it all fits very neatly into channels if you just zoom out and just connect the dots. And I used to worry about the squigglies inside, and I don't worry about the squigglies inside as much. Some people do, and sometimes you can look at the squigglies inside, and if you see a pattern within your main pattern, your channel or your triangle or whatever, it's like, oh look, we got this. Maybe that tells us something. Maybe it does. But you still got your bigger pattern on your bigger time frame that tells you what you're supposed to be, you know, looking at, or the best thing to look at, in my personal opinion. I think it helps you be more accurate that way. But that's just me, and I like to zoom out and remember, oh man, we're in a big ass megaphone pattern, and I'm like, hell yeah. Sitting here sweating 18 cents. We got 25 cents on the horizon over here, man. A big old 1.618 fib area that we should go to. Got a chance. It's on the table. Might happen. I would say in the next 18 months, it's got a good chance of going there. Maybe a lot higher. I like Casper. I like it so much I got a cowbell named Casper, the Casper cowbell. What happened to my charts, man? My computer be doing some crazy stuff here. I have to remind him every stream. I know, it's sad. You would think I would I need a Caspa tattoo. That's what I need, right? That way I can always look and put it on my hand. That way I always see it. Caspa. Oh, right, Caspa. There's the CoinEx link. Hey, there's Grimmer. How's it going? PVR, please. Yes, sir. Let's take a look at it. Sam Webb asked for... I forgot what it is. M something numer. We'll take a look at it. I'll go back and check it. PBR. Polka Bridge. I want to check the one on KuCoin. Probably have a squigglies on it right here for whatever this happened. Let's zoom out. Okay. First I was looking for a Bart Simpson butt crack, which is just a big rounded bottom where they spike in the middle. No big deal. This one, I gotta tell you, with this, that's gonna make it, that makes it tricky. That makes it really tricky. And I bet that's one of those freaking harmonic things, which is not what I do, but they are cool. You're below that 886 area. So usually when I see that, I'm looking for it to possibly come down and just do a full double bottom. Probably not what you want to hear, and hopefully it doesn't do it. And I'm sure there's an area in here, and we can look for that it may hit on the way. It may not come all the way back down, but when we lose that very last Fibonacci area right here, that's when I start getting. That's just the next place I look for. So I got to put it on the table. That gives you, you know, a ride up and a ride all the way back down, 0.0022. But there are a few things that we can do to... Let's see if there might be a few little targets on the way down. I would go with this one right here at 0.032. 0.033 area. Because if she comes down further, that's a good area that it might possibly bounce off of. Might. I would look at that area. And looking over to the left, it does correspond really nice over here for support. So yeah, I'm cool with that. 0.03. And then if it loses that one, look at 0.02. That actually, from this pool, actually looks like a good place. That she might start turning around there. Having a rough way to go there. Just in it's an accumulation. Numbers protocol, says Samway. What happened here? Who died? What's going on? Do we have school here or what? Guess we can erase it all. Apparently we're lecturing here. 100 moving average crossing the 200. This is when we start hoping and praying that one little thing that sometimes happens where price starts coming up after this crosses. Sometimes it does, but it's overall it's bare. It's just not the greatest thing. So let's hope there's a pullback. From what I've seen, when it does do that, if it does reverse here after this 100 crossing to 200, if it does decide to do that, sometimes it can go. I'll go all the way up to touch that 100 moving average. So that's an idea. Do my fib pulls, and they look like they line up fairly decent right here. This is the area that I would look for short term is 5.5 cents and sitting at 4.4 cents right now. Ooh, look at that. Well, that might be interesting. Just might have to wick up there. Can she break back into that? So it looks like we had a channel going on right here that maybe she can break back into. I would look for that idea. I like that. First thing I need to see her do is regain this 9 moving average on the daily and blow it up there. And she's tried, just hasn't done it. She's been trying for a while though. So I'm gonna look at the 4 hour and see if she's got any hope there. And here, yeah, if she's done it on the 4 hour she's got a chance to do it on the daily. That's how I look at this. So if I see her making some improvements on the 4 hour and it's at a questionable place on the daily, like, oh, is she going to make it or not? And then she's got a better chance. So she's doing it here. Might carry on. I'm looking through the nice little turnaround. That's a wild little shape. Not really. If you kind of do like this, put it in the channel. So we got a little channel here that we kind of broke to the downside of too. So it's got some things to go with. Not much to go with this way, but she is at a resistance point there too. If you look at those ideas, she's got some biting to do. It's going to be it. It's just not ready to just rock and roll just quite yet, but maybe soon. The filter you use to be Road Dog's cousin that liked to wear his clothes give us a note. Oh. Oh, to bring up on the as a thing, as an asset, I guess is what we call it. That'd be cool. I wish I had a PBR right now. See, Sam Webb knows what a PBR is. So Grimmer's in Germany, I think, right? And that's where they have some really good beer. PBR is Pabst Blue Ribbon beer here in America, so it's not the top shelf at all, but it does have a. It's just got a good following. It was one of my first. Tattoo. How about ACH, says Moneymaker? Hey, Moneymaker, how's it going? ACH. What be up with ACH? Oh, nice. Look at you. I got scribble I need to erase because that doesn't mean anything. Let's also zoom out. Let's tighten up this trend line because she's a little off. Why are you locked in? I may have done it on a bigger time. I do it on a bigger time frame. Still off. Okay. I thought she was locked in. She's not locked. That was just me. Okay, here we go. A lot of times when you're on the time frame, your trend lines are off. You just gotta go to one end and put it to a candle body, and it straightens up for everywhere else. It's kind of weird. You don't have to go and refinagle everything. It's kind of wild. So we don't need that anymore. So it looks like she's trying to regain that. A little too early to say, but being in the middle of a red Ichimoku cloud like this, that's a good sign. It likes to suck us into it and mess with our heads a little bit. I don't think I need those anymore. So we might be looking at a good bear trap scenario here. I like that idea. Looks like she's flipping this area over here for resistance. That's always good. Let's do a swing low. It looks like a 786 retracement. Okay, that gives her a little bit of a bearing, an idea about how far she can go on this bull. Swing high to swing low, and that's where we'll start targeting the 786 over here and that 618. Very important that we get past this area right now, that 236. Talk about that a lot. I call it an accumulation fib. I'm probably the only one that does that. Just my term for it. But if we can get past it, that's what we need. Otherwise, we can stay below it and fizzle around, and that wouldn't be good. That would be the scenario where we're technically a bear trap, and then we just might go sideways, might go down. Don't know. Might go on a new trajectory. You got a lot of things. You got a lot of up, down, sideways. 3 choices. But breaking above it, well, it's more likely up than any of the other choices. So that's what we want. So 2.6 cents where we need to see it actually confirm as a breakout on some, preferably on the weekly, but we'll check down on the smaller time frame, come down to the daily. She's not totally convinced that it's going to stay here just yet. So we'll probably struggle through here and go sideways a little bit. 4 hour looks nice though. Cool, I like that. Okay, that gives it a little bit more punchy punch. Shorter term time frame, I'd be looking about 3.1 cents, and I think we're going to end up ranging through here between maybe 3.5 cents, 3 cents, and then this area here that we had to break above and keep 2.5 cents. So that's why we're going to range through here, but 3.1 cents looks like a good target area, and we're right here at 3.3 cents, matching up with these tops. For just a local target, of course, you can always pull your falling wedgie. It's a falling wedgie. The little wedgies fell. And I like the falling wedgie, and they got a good, they can bring us right back up here to the tops of them eventually at 5 cents. So it could end up being a good move. I would look for something, usually get some kind of pullback back. These have a 68% chance, true, for real, to break to the upside, and they have like a 64% chance to come back to the retest where they break out. People don't talk about that one, but just as good of a chance as it has to break out, it's got just as good of a chance to come back and let you get back in it, if you missed it. It does. Sometimes that doesn't happen immediately. Sometimes it goes on. Like it can come up to the 618 and then decide to come back here. So with the falling wedges, those are some things that we need to keep in mind. Other people don't talk about that. Thomas Bukowski does on the other hand. So I always like to give Thomas Bukowski a shout out because this is basically where I've learned what I've learned. I love the pattern stuff, and what I use mostly comes from here. So if you like that, if it resonates with you, and you'd like to study Thomas Bukowski and get your own taste for it, right here's the keys to the kingdom. He's got a book called The Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. I think you can get it on Amazon or through his website, links to Amazon, or you can just go to his free site because it's basically all here anyway, for free. But I like these other areas. 4 cents, 4.5 cents for ACH. Just take a little while to get there, but this is the pattern and some of the things going on that looks, in my personal opinion, I think it's going to play out nice. Scary song for a scary chart. I'm too late to know which one it was. Oh, it's time for the news. We got to do some news. I meant to do that right off the bat and I'd get sidetracked. As soon as I see a chart, man, I'm gone. I'm lost. I get lost in these charts for hours, and that's why these streams can go on too long. So let's go check out and see what's happened in crypto today. Way to erase the thing when you need it. Way to do that. Awesome, Road Dog. Just erase it. Just erase it. All right, so we're... Oh, it worked. Oh my gosh. So today in crypto, what's happened in crypto in the last 12 hours? According to Layer GG over on Twitter X, MakerDAO has unveiled new Gov token activation feature. New Gov token is obtained by upgrading Maker 1 to 24,000 following in-game launch coming very soon. NGT activators will earn SPK rewards. It's like Greek to me, but if it makes sense to you, then have a at it. AirDAO has proposed a new profit utilization and token burn-in strategy. Voting starts on July 17th. A-Star CEO Sota Watanabe has teased the new brand of StarTale headquarters will be revealed tomorrow prior to A-Star Evolution Phase 1. That was actually my list to look at tonight. Aether, ATH, has reported $36 million in revenue over the past year. The mainnet launch is planned for quarter 4 of 2024 with revenue used for ATH buyback. FTT. FTX and CFTC agreed to $12.7 billion settlement subject to court approval. Entangle has announced a significant reduction in NGL token emissions and the burning of 25% of the team tokens. Super Rare has proposed an Ethereum Layer 2 blockchain for the on-chain art market with rare token holder vote planned for late July. Sweat Economy DAO proposal to reduce sweat minting by 30% has been accepted. WorldCoin has extended the lockup period for 80% of its investors and team members' wild tokens from 3 now to 5 years. GSR Markets token holdings have increased from 9.53 million to 14.5 million. That is a ZRO token that might be affected with that news. MexC Exchange to distribute Bitcoin and BCH to Mt. Gox creditors within 7 to 14 days. Are you ready for the ride? Will there be a ride? And let's give him a like and a repost here. Layer GG. Great source for news, in my opinion. To get some nice little headlines. Let's get back to the chart. Oh, we'll start the music all over.
Thank you very much.
Round one, darling, round one. All right, looks like we're caught up in the chat. We got it online. We're doing good. 9 wonderful people hanging out here with me. Looks like we lost a little here on the news. Okay. News not popular. Make a note. People hate news. I'll have to keep it toward the end there. Let's take a look at A-Star because it showed up on the news and I likes it. There was some good news coming out about it recently. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember, but take a look at token. That's not it. Or is it? Yeah, okay. This is, I guess, the euro. ASTR. Look at it over on Binance on Tether. Look at this at 8 cents today. Nice, come up. I'm going to take a look at A-Star on over on Tokenmetrics just really quick. Just a little, or maybe I won't. I guess I won't. We're not going to take a look at we'll have to do that tomorrow. You suck, road dog. All right, so A-Star, I've got targets that I'm looking for personally for it to come up about 10 cents and dang near 12 cents. Oh, the measure move didn't hit, road dog. You suck. Sometimes I suck. Just to throw it out there. To own it, baby. Own it. But we don't hawk to her. Why did you even say that? Well, that looks like a hawk to a candle, though. Nice bounce off of this 886 area. Where's their cry? So I like this for a bottom area. I think it may be one. So swing out, swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. Here's my little 236 fib here. We got to get past that guy at 9.3 cents. If not, we will hang around in limbo down here at this bottom area, just trying to figure out what the hell are you planning to do with your life. But the usual culprits do remain, and the main one I do look for when I get a nice little bounce to this is going to be that 618. 382's got something to say there with this 200 moving average, so we might as well listen. She's saying, nope, she's going to have a hiccup right here. Okay. So that's what it says. We'll pay attention to that. I'm mainly looking at 16 cents. She's sitting at 8 cents right now. Can do a double up right there. I like it. What we got here as far as that's really hopeful. It might be in one of those mega pony patterns, and she could see some crazy prices hit. She's been up here before. Looks like she could get up there 30 cents again. Over time, you know, maybe, sort of. Higher highs, higher lows, that theory, you know. Bull market just starting. Lots of growth coming in the crypto. A-Star hooked up with Japanese, I think, with Sony. Yeah, connections over there. We didn't go to the website. That's why we missed talking about it. ASTR. Let's pull it up over here on, where we at? CoinMarketCap. $568 billion market cap. 567. What a few dollars between friends, right? Circulating supply is 7 billion. Total supply is 8.1 billion, so most of them are out there. Max supply is infinity, so that's probably a little bit of a drawback. It was interesting at the website. Let's see, all-time high for this guy was 33 cents 2 years ago. All-time low was 3 cents a year ago. And it's a Web3 play, but the biggest thing that I like is Sony. StarTale Labs, Sony. I like that. Web3 with Sony and all that good stuff. Looks like a good, I got it. You don't have to have it, but I think it might do something, so we're talking about it, and it's in the news, so there you go. Blah. Another one looking good today is I&J. She's making a comeback. She's popular again. People like her. Does she have an OnlyFans page? She may have an OnlyFans page. With this kind of reaction, makes me think there is an OnlyFans page somewhere. That little guy. I'm looking for 2680 to get hit. I haven't got hit yet. And I've also got a measure move over here at $36, waiting for that little sucker to get hit from. That is probably, there's no measure move. That's old news. This. We gotta take that one out. Put that away. She didn't quite do that. That pattern busted, so invalid. Sometimes that happens. Always a good idea now to design a zoom out and see what we got going on. Let's identify what's really going on the bigger picture. Because we got playing and all the little noisy stuff there, even though we're on the daily time frame. So a little bit of a range that formed over here. What's it doing? Looks like it continued on. I liked that, but I think I want to like it with a dotted line rather than a solid line. And grab this other little guy. Looks like, ooh, can we flip-flop that? I like this. And then I like another dotted line right here. So WD Gann is really big on angles, and that's where I kind of picked this up for. He's really big on angles. Price respects it, and it just identifies so much. So there's a big channel, and then there's these little in-between areas in that channel, little zones in them. And that's important, in my personal opinion. Can help you nail some targets. Kind of suggests that we could get up to $29, that area. 200 moving average is up about 31. Come to a smaller time frame, see what's going on. It's rocking out the 4 hour. I&J headed toward that 2680. Not there yet. That's what I'm expecting. She may roll over a little bit there and then bounce back. I don't know, but it's a good place to pay yourself. Here's a little upside down Kilroy. Stick your tongue out on me, mister. A little pith and vinegar never hurt anybody. Unless you bought it too high and then you kind of hate it. So this project sucks. So she's coming back up to test this 40-cent area, maybe just a little bit below it, 39.9. She may get rejected there, hang back out, and come back and retest. What is this, 33, 34 cents? Could happen. And 44. 86. Those are some interesting areas there, but if we zoom out, see if we can speculate if we got a Fibonacci bottom there, a bottom of this range, and if we're getting ready to do some stuff. Let's get our game plan on the bigger 4 hour work accumulation zone. That's the first area I want to see us get past is 4.5 cents. If we can't, then we may just stay down here for a little while, zigzag back and forth, accumulate, but it's a good place, in my personal opinion, anywhere below that to accumulate this. 58, oh, we got lots of good places, just right up the ladder. Targets to sell, but I like the 80-cent area for the biggest one. So if I'm zooming out, formulating the game plan, I like that. This is one that I have, and accumulated on this bottom. I'm playing for these guys over here. I'm more looking for the 80-cent area than the 44, although I will pay myself a little bit at these. Every one of those little fib areas on this one worked beautiful for a price target. Pay myself. In my personal opinion. My game plan. Doesn't have to be yours. Tal says Sam Webb. I like Tal. Tal at 308. Go, baby, go. She was down here and everybody fudded her, then hated her again, saying she's not real. I don't know, man. Half these things ain't real anyway, but this one's got, it's made some numbers before, so I think she can make some numbers again. Interesting project, but still very mysterious. At least for me. Kind of a channel idea. I'm gonna zoom out. Zooming out, take some of that noise out. So, then again, we got our bear trap. Bear trap rules. I'm actually looking top of the channel. So 336 in that area, and then possibly even up to 394. I likes it. I likes it. I like the bear traps, man, because usually you get a strong move, and if you're in a channel or in a pattern, usually goes right to the other side. Usually makes a beeline for the other side. And they're good plays. I like them. One of the big things I look for in the market, because they all seem to do it at the same time. It's all based on the market trying to flush us out and fake us out and make us feel bad. And they do that. They did a really, really good job this last time. So I will maintain that, and I've said this a long time ago, and it's the main reason why I've flipped my my leverage down lower now. Out there there can be some big fluctuations, and I mean, we might even see a point where in one day we might see a fluctuation of $10,000. It can get that bad as there's such demand and little availability. Now we've had some with the Germany selling off and some other things coming out, just kind of putting a little supply out there, but it's being soaked up real quick, and we all know who's buying it, right? So I just think, for me, I think it's just smarter to use lower leverage just because of those big fluctuations. I've had my experience with the liquidations and things with some of these drops we've had over the past 30 days or so, and 20x was just too much for some of those moves for me to finagle as well. But things are going pretty cool. If we come over to my futures account over CoinEx, we'll just do a little transparency meeting over here. But things going up on in the market. Oh man, I thought we broke. Did we not? Bitcoin is up. What's up? You need to update this, baby. Hit that refresh button. There is a. Oh man, I thought I thought so. Okay, I was getting nervous. I was like, I thought we broke 10,000 because I've been having a pretty good time lately. And my strategy is a little different, and I just take more of a swing trade approach instead of trying to get in on a small 1 minute time frame and bump in and bump out and bump in and bump out. I just think you can build a portfolio a little bit faster this way, but you know, it's questionable. It really just depends on how you execute and how you plan things, and of course getting liquidated and things like that over the past month did not help this thing out. However, it does look like we hit the P&L. Last 7 days, we're up $3,000. Yay! Wish it was like that every 7 days. It's not, though, so if it's impressive to you, don't be too damn impressed. I had to work hard to get that. That was not easy. So she ran me through. There was a cost to that, and I'm trying to see if I've made up that cost. So I guess if we go back 30 days, oh, I'm still, see, here's the reality. I'm still down $4,000 where I did stupid and risky and let my degen, yeah, right here. See that? Yeah, that sucked that day. I'm not really recovered from that. You see this one? Yeah, that was another sucky day. You see this one? Yeah, I had lots of stupid going on. And sometimes it was happening right as soon as I got live. It's not the problem. It was just bad planning, bad habits. This is how you learn to change them. It keeps happening until you say, damn it, this is not happening anymore. Listen, we gotta nail this problem and fix it. And for me, it's high leverage. So now I'm doing 8x, and now I'm recovering, and here I am. So instead of me looking like I'm losing thousands and thousands of dollars for the last 7 days, I can actually say, look, Join my OnlyFans footsie group, where I post my book Bitcoin charts with pictures of my feet, naked feet. Just $5,995 a month, because if you're a real baller, you'll go for it. All right, so that's my only plug for whatever. You're so stupid. But market looked good. Market looked better. Tau looking good. Everything's looking better. Bags are going up. Look over in crypto bubbles. Not a bad day. A little mixed bag in there. For the week, that was pretty good though, right? I like it. Whiff up 33%. A lot of these meme coins are popping off like crazy. PopCap being one of them that we were going to look at on my list, right? No, we weren't. We were going to look at... Actually, we're going to take a look at God's Unchained, because she's popping off. If you happen to have any of this, because I happen to have a little bag of it that I've been sitting there wondering, why do I have this? Why do I keep holding this? Why in the world? Well, now I'm starting to think, well, maybe I should hold it a little bit longer. Looks like she may have found her bottom. This to me is what Bart Simpson's butt crack looks like when you hear me say that. You get a nice rounded shape here. Basically a nice rounded bottom is how I look at it. And we kind of get this thing going on, but you can't appreciate it until you draw it in yellow, and then it starts making a little bit more sense. Can you seize it? Not yet. Oh, this is the old butt crack. Now you can see it, the old Bart Simpson butt crack. It's like when you're forming a nice rounded bottom accumulation and everything, you get these little spikes up. And I am convinced, because I've seen Mitch Ray do it too many times, that this is one of those harmonic patterns, Gartley's, whatever, blah, blah, blah. There's real cool plays with fibs and everything, but I don't know if it doesn't resonate with me as far as a trade to help me get targets and know when to get in and get out or anything. But I mean, it's something cool to look at and learn about. Fib related and stuff, but anyway, I usually see that on these, and that's what I call the Bart Simpson butt crack, whatever harmonic stuff is going on. And usually you'll see a price come back down and do another rounded section somehow, a reaccumulation. Even though we're spiking up here now, we still got a chance to come back down and still go in this accumulation zone. So God's Unchained, 31 cents is like a take profit area. It depends on if you're in it at all or not, but I think she's got a lot of work to do here. In general, I like to see her get above 55 cents. CoinEx account very much over here because, well, it can make my stream lag a little bit, so this should take care of the lagging problem. All right, so I should take care of that. 8x is still high leverage, you leverage junkie. Well, for Bitcoin on a big ass thing like that, it's not too bad. But it does vary from exchange to exchange, I think, as to what your liquidation point would be and some things like that. So in that terms, it could be. Actually, I've got it up to 10x right now. I raised it. In retrospect, I think I just keep it at 8x. Mercy Receive says, my account is happy again. How's it going? Man, I like to hear that your account is happy. That things should start turning around a little bit. So Linda says, can you look at ICP? That one's been doing pretty good. Or at least my portfolio has been looking better on it. She's not out of the woodwork yet, though, is she? All right, I got all these. All right, I'm going to come to the 3-day. I think it'll give us a better story. On the daily, I'm looking at the moving averages and stuff like that. And they've all flipped bearish, and they're at the point where they need to start working their way back up if they're going to, but there's no sign here that it'll be successful or not. So that was the 12-hour. Daily still got the same thing. Daily's got the 100 crossing the 200, and here we are getting that bounce up. Remember we talk about that 100 crossing the 200. Sometimes you'll get a chance for a little relief rally when that happens. So that's what these time frames are telling us, but it still doesn't tell us, are we going to make it past the 200? I mean, is this good? Is this bad? Because when the moving average is spread out so much, at some point they've reached their ends or whatever, or the extent of the move, and they're going to start coming back, start crossing and moving back together. So going to a bigger time frame can give us more insight. We just go back to our other rules, find where we're bouncing off of, and here is telling me, just because price is bouncing off of this 200 moving average, this yellow line, 3-day chart is be a nice one to follow for this one. It should give you more clarity and help you kind of navigate, or at least this 5 moving average strategy that I've got. So it's unlocking the key for which time frames to watch, if that makes sense. And so let me move some of this stuff around. Let me get rid of some of these fibs. So if we're looking at moving averages, we've got the 9, 150, and we could be coming right on up here to the 50 at $12 in that area, so is what this says, because we got a little range there. They usually cross in order, if this makes any sense, on 5 moving average strategy. I've been over this before, but price will play around with the 9, and then it will play around with the 21, and sometimes it will take things in order, and then to the 50, and then you'll see it target maybe the 100, and then the 200. It a lot of times it will do that. It's like a little dance between each one of these moving averages. It's really insightful once you start seeing it and open your eyes to it, and then all of a sudden this 5 moving average strategy just takes on a whole new meaning, and you're like, oh my gosh, it really makes sense now. There's a dance. There's a dance there. You just gotta watch for it. And here we are on the 4-hour with the 50 crossing the 200, and that's of course on any time frame. That's a buy signal. And now I would say it doesn't mean buy right now. It means buy the next pullback. That's the safest way to play it, because a lot of times you'll see that, and sometimes price will just dump. Well, I thought it was a buy signal. Why did it go down? Well, sometimes that happens. So work that into your plan. That's been the best way that I've found to deal with it. Okay. Because price can always come back and retest this 200 moving average. If it breaks through it, it'll probably come back and retest it just one more time, just to make sure, hey man, are we good? We good? We cool? No hard feelings? Good? All right, I'm heading this way. That kind of thing. And wherever price touches the moving averages, it means that, well, at this particular point, so many candles, like the 200 candles for the 200 moving average, 50 candles for the 50, there was some kind of interaction, probably something back there. That was an average price that we had hung around at. There's probably, if you look to the left, there's probably an area of support that you can match up with where price would touch moving average, if you want to look at it from those point of views. So they can act as support, but they're not the actual support, because they move. They don't stay in one place. But when price touches them or interacts with them, there's usually something to be said. It's like, oh, I don't know, you bounce back to the middle of the rubber bandit, kind of, to speak. And it snaps and it hurts. Doesn't make sense. Probably wouldn't help you be a better trader, but it came out of my mouth anyway, so I'm rolling with it. Mr. Miles says, I'm only up 20x on my investment. I demand 100x. Hey, 20x is good, Mr. Miles. What price did you get in on Caspa? If you don't mind sharing. Was it under a penny? Because I think it was around 2 cents or something before I started really taking it serious. For whatever reason. I think I got it mixed up with another coin. I would tell you, but it would just set you on a rant, I'm sure, but I would just... Sam Webb said, did Jupiter break out of a channel? Maybe, depending on what time frame, but the 4-hour on Jupiter looked kind of cool. Kind of like what we just saw in the whatever we looked at just recently. Oh, look. Okay, so we were at a bottom of trend line. Was this a shoulder, head, and shoulder? Most people look at it that way, but if you do, again, Thomas Bukowski gives you the 3 rising valleys, because, they do rise. They can be pointy around or whatever, but you got a bigger measure move there. We'll just play this one. Wait, let's do it this way. I don't have to refigure it. Boom! That pattern suggests that Oh man, coming up to just right at $1, just right below $1. So 99 cents, 99.8 maybe. This is a 618 Fibonacci pull right here, this yellow line. It's yellow, that's how I know that. I color code this stuff. You got a 50 crossing the 200 here. That's going to be a buy signal. May not mean buy now, it means buy the next pullback, however you want to play it. Overall, I've got this for trend lines. There was this going on. We're going down to smaller time frame will make more sense. This might be what you're talking about. So she was in, you could say she was in a channel or had a trend line before. If you're going by that, it would look like this. So I assume that's kind of what you're talking about. And then she broke down to the downside, which would have been a channel there. So I'm assuming you're thinking she's breaking back into the channel, which probably is. I would say she was, which is good. I would say think of it as this way. Think of it as this being the midline now. And just one possible way to look at it. I don't know. There's all different ways to look at it, but things do travel in channels. And they'll bump up a level. It looks, and crossing this fib, yeah, I like 99 cents, dude. I think we're headed there. You say $1.07 here on the daily time frame. There's a 618 up there from a bigger move. This high to that low, right? Let me double check that. I find that to be good practice to do. Just to go back and double check your trend lines. You got, see? Tighten it up, baby. Tighten it up. What's wrong with you, sloppy dog? Or get sloppy around here. That's some old news. You're taking measurements from old news. Now you got new stuff. Sloppy dog. Y'all be ashamed of yourself. That's why I do it. Because you get new information. We probably pulled that fib from this low over here. I'd say that's what this swing high. That was our low at the time, and she decided to go lower. So now we got to take that new information and do it. So I need to adjust my other stuff. And you probably think before, well, that doesn't line up just good. Now it lines up good. And it's funny how that works out. But fibs, just give them a chance. The fibs will win out and rule out from what I've seen. I'm a total believer in the fibs now. $106, 118. Oh, we got, yeah, let's take these things off. I don't know what the daily time frame here. So I like it. I still like 99. Short term. Super Sparkle Sprinkler 69 says, I want you. Hey, I'm right here. Mr. Miles says, half a cent to 1 cent was my average. Maybe up to 1.5 cents. That's good. Dang good, dang good. Probably got 40% under a cent, something like that. Okay. I understand your excitement, Mr. Miles. I wouldn't let that position go either. Slinda says, I'm happy with my Jupe bag right now. Sweet. When it's all gets to $400, Jupiter going to the moon. Oh man, I can't even imagine. What could Jupiter do? Can I get a blank chart? I would say KuCoin probably had this. Alright, we had a channel. I hadn't done anything here in a while. Oh, we still got... Let's see how to interpret this. See if we can do a little price predictions here. See what Jupiter might be able to go. Stop. And the soundtrack starts all over again. Found the fast forward button there. All right, so why'd you erase that? Okay, yeah, that's why you erased it. I can see about 640, 642 possibly could be on the table just based on what we've got over here as our beginning structure. So maybe within the next 18 months, I mean, it may go further than that. I don't know. She may just get all, don't know what kind of candles and everything she's going to print, but just for right now is what we got. And that's technically on the table, 642 for like a moon target. 231 looks like a good local moon target, something that might happen over the next few months or so. Maybe come October, something like that. Looks pretty cool. This area looks like it's going to be important at 146 though. Might want to put that one out there too. Jupiter! It's a good little DEX. It's a lot better. I like it a lot better than I do Radium. And definitely a lot better than Orca. Seems to respect that angle. Oh look, you got one of them triangles. Falling wedges, one of the best patterns. One of my favorite patterns ever is the falling wedge. You just take a measure move from there to there. And when I do it like this. And put that at the breakout. And I take that as my measure move. That's how would usually do it. But when you start studying Thomas Bukowski, you go from all the way high all the way down to the low. And then you're technically you apply a multiplier and you do the 618 of that. Alright, so you could do a little shortcut and go here. Just take this whole move. That's one way. Let's mark that. That takes us up here to the 786 area. We'll just mark that as a full measure move. And then we'll do the Thomas Bukowski measure move here. I changed the wrong thing, man. Just hit the wrong button, man. All right, so Thomas Bukowski, in a nutshell, if you're comfortable with your fibs, you just go from swing high to swing low. Go from your 618 all the way down to the 0, and that will be your multi-move with the added mathematics added onto it. It always comes out to that. Put that at the breakout, and then that will give you the Bukowski measure move, which we'll test out. I do this. I test this stuff out. We're trying these principles. Let's test it out. So I've got my template, Bukowski measure moves, got a special color, special little label, and this is how we test stuff out, man. Make sure stuff is true, if it works out for us or not. Put it to the test. So there's our Bukowski measure move. I want to just put that right there. 161. Let's see how if it nails it, if it goes through it. Let's see if it nails this one up here, if it goes through it. Oh, let's see what she do. Mr. Miles says, just Linda Road Dogs tricked me into buying Solana. I feel so dirty. Oh, did you have to do it for the miner thing? For the hotspot? I thought there was a little bit. Did it have some in there? There's another token on there that they use to, it's DC, and they just use that, I don't know, something for transferring NFT. I don't know. It's like It could be useful. I'm just saying, don't discredit it. It may be old school. Maybe they replaced it or doing things different since they went. I don't know, but there's some other token in there that at one point it fooled me to think I had to get. That makes no sense to no one else on this stream. Okay. Here's one I haven't looked at in a while. This one had an airdrop that was really cool. Good airdrop. Dimension. She's down at the bottoms, man. She went all the way down to 98 cents, man. Woo! Airdrop came out. She got as high as 870, and look how far she came back. In a bull market, she gave up 88%. Anybody buying this one? Oh, look at that beautiful flag to the upside. Look at that cup and handle right here. Like cup and the handle, and what happened? And you know, she lost it. Well, it looks like she may be turning around. It's a modular blockchain. I like it. I believe I've got to sign in on. Yeah, that's why I can't access anything in it. What happened there? I don't even know how that happened. What? Are you sure you want? Yes, I'm sure I want to remove the text. Well, apparently I cannot move this to... Come on, MetaMask. What's up? Alright, well, I can't... Clearly, I can't type stuff in here. You usually let me move you around. Okay, well, we're not going to Tokenmetrics tonight. Check out Dimension Modular Blockchain, but... can't keep these targets on there anymore. I've still got most of my airdrop. I've got, yeah, the majority of my airdrop from this. Looks like she may have bottomed here, though. Just seeing how the fibs line up. Sometimes that helps. Sometimes it just makes you look like an idiot on YouTube. I've experienced both. I lean more to it lines up and kind of helps you figure it out if you bottom more than not. So I'll take that rare chance to look like an idiot like I did last night. Twice. Shut up. You're telling everybody. It's true. It happened. You don't have to talk about it. The hell? It's true. 280, man. I need to see us get past there. Anything below that is accumulation. Dimension. Nothing to write home about there. Mr. Miles says the keys you gave me didn't work. Oh, really? Then, if they don't, then that's why I haven't deleted it yet. That way, if it doesn't, then I can at least, I don't know, I can send it to you, I think. Or transfer. I can look at the transfer thing, but I don't know if I gotta be connected or not. I shouldn't have to be. Why he kind of what? What are you trying to say? Why he kind of weird? I'm born weird. I got the weird face. I'm a scarecrow. Oh, and a road dog. Super Sparkle Sprinkle, thank you for hanging out with me. I am a little bit different. I am not for everybody, but we do have some TA that's, I think, is fairly decent, fairly good, fairly accurate, and magically delicious. We also have some entertainment value, things to keep your little mind kind of activated. And every time when we find something that's got some legs to it, we're definitely taking a look at it. Sometimes we put the disco on and we just have a party, man. Just turn the lights down, turn the disco ball on, and we just dance the night away. We just have fun, hang out. Right now we got the astronaut going out because, well, Bitcoin. So looking good, except when I'm online. Where are you at? $66,000 Bitcoin? Where are you at right now? You get a pullback? You went to 66,120, got like a little flag. Maybe a little flag with a 15-minute time frame. Might be, may not be. I don't know. I follow trend lines, which is right here. It tells me when to get out or not, or to get scared. Right now we got on this particular trend line on the 15-minute, we got 3 humps touching that trend line. Well, not quite yet. If we come back and touch that trend line one more time, that may be our 3 hump and a dump pattern. Might be. So we want to see a bounce off that trend line. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. It is 11:44 p.m. I know. Can you believe it? It is almost that time for me to turn into a pumpkin. Therefore, I must bid you adieu, my good sis. Adieu. He's a little bit different. He's special. I used to wear a helmet when I was a young kid just because it made me look cool. Arpana Chutia Madness. It's a bit different. I'm different. I know. It's the curse of the INFJ. We're kind of weird. Striga. But we do have some insight. That is true. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Be back again tomorrow. Trade wisely. Be careful. Go make that money. Crypto is the life-changing money. Good night. How many times are you going to say good night? About 15.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground.
There you are again, Mr. Miles. Come on, you. Midnight Road Dog means lunchtime. That is pretty much true.
Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wife know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog. Got a whole lot of love for my dog. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me. Freaky dog.
Good night, John boy.